Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Pulse here, joined by the PeakBot team. I am your co-founder and co-host, Dylan, joined by my partner in crime, partner in automated
No
trading.
crimes being committed
No crime
here.
No crime here.
Actually, let's get the not financial advice banner going already.
Yeah, let's get that. Let's already get
a
that
hot start.
Hot start this morning. Excited to see everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. We are back with another great episode here, exploring all things option selling and automation. We got a fun excitement here today about one of our newer strategies and partners, which we'll get into. Of course, we'll be taking a look at PeakBot picks. We had some drama last week. We had a tiebreaker, little rocks, paper, scissors. We'll get into that. We've had 3 weeks with this new scoreboard that have wrapped up. We're in the middle of week 4, so we'll take a look at some of that stuff there. I'm also going to be making some live adjustments to my automated PeakBot portfolio. Take a look at some watch lists. Ben, I've been following my model portfolio rules, and my returns have come back. I'm back. Nice. I'm up like $500 or $600 in the last month, just doing what I want to do on this 16K account. So Beautiful. Things are rocking and rolling. Excited to take a closer look at that. And for anybody who isn't aware, PeakBot's an automated trading platform for the everyday person. We take well-known options trading strategies, specifically selling, and we automate them to collect premium for you. So, Ben, anything I missed there?
No, I think let's hop into it. I think I know who won last week. I know that you know who won, but I
do know who won.
We should go over all of the tickers that we chose and take a look at the charts.
All right, cool. So let me pull up my screen here and we will get going.
Great.
So, okay. Now, if we take a look here, I'll zoom in. These were selected on the 4th and expired on the 11th last Friday. We took a peek at these on Friday to see how we were performing. It was close once again. But Ben, if you want to pull up your trade year chart, maybe you already have it up. We can run through these and claim a victor.
Let's do it.
All right. So, Ben, we're going to do you first. Three bears last week. The first one being BitX. You earned $30 in premium, trying to stay below 29.5.
Below 29.5, and that it was.
Great success.
5 day, it was a pretty solid, movement down all last week until Friday. It gapped up a little bit, but not enough to become in the money.
That was scaring you there for a second. I mean, not that you were looking at it, but now that you are, that
wasn't looking at it. I was automating it.
You were trading it?
I trade BitX every week.
That's true. Okay, very cool. So that's that. Let's see the next one. We got Etsy, bearish, ticker ETSY, earned $25 in premium. Call spread, bearish play, trying to stay below 55.
Below 55. 2 for 2. 2 for 2. No real change from last week. Looking at the 5 day, nice trend downwards. Continued that trend downwards over the last 3 months. Been pretty neutral. Trending downwards, just broke below the low recently. So we'll look for a continued trend there.
Excellent.
The next ticker is the one that got me.
Yeah, this one got you. For the first time, it got you. DJT. Ticker DJT, call spread, which has been, I think, was 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 prior to this past week. $25 in premium, trying to stay below 19. Didn't happen, I don't think.
Did not happen.
Look at that final. When it was at that low, was it under?
Yeah, we were well below 19. I guess on what was that, Tuesday last week? Started to pick up.
And you didn't get back. I'm going to be interested to see. Did you grab that this week? I forget. We'll look.
No, I don't think I did. I don't remember my picks for this week, actually.
All right. We can look at those if we want.
We'll all
right. 2 for 3. 2 for 3 for Ben. It's good. It's a good week. Yeah, we'll see how it does. Thomas, Oxy, bearish, $16 in premium. He was trying to stay below 58. Oxy Petroleum Corporation.
That he did. I mean, you can
Nicely
see here
done.
too, since April, pretty solid trend downwards. You want to trade with the trend.
Yep. And by the way, these are all stock picks based off of our trend spread watch list, weekly credit spreads, trading with the trend. Okay. NVIDIA. Thomas was bullish on NVDA to earn $98 in premium. At $120, he's trying to stay above 120. Very much done so.
Good week for NVIDIA.
Nice chart.
Yeah, looking at the year chart, I mean, obviously there was a solid trend upwards, pull back slightly, and then been chopping out since middle of June.
Now, that high for 1 year, we're close to the high that it looked like it hit maybe mid-June.
Yep.
This used to be a lot more expensive, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, NVIDIA was over $1,000. But then there was a split. I think the split happened back in June.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. Let me see the all-time chart. Okay. So that's fun. All right. Boy, they've been around longer than I thought. Okay, cool. He did it by a nice margin. Tom's 2 for 2. Here we go. This was a big one. Ulta put spread bullish. $300 earned in premium, trying to stay above 372.50. Didn't do it.
Barely not making it.
Very close. Oh, it just dropped right off.
372.50. It was above 372.50 on Friday, but it wasn't. Oh man, in the final hours of the day, it just dropped off.
It's too bad. Damn. Okay. So both of you went 2 for 3. Let's see how I did. All right. Walmart.
You're way too happy right now. Everybody knows. Everybody knows your competition.
Walmart. Old Faithful put spread bullish, $14 in premium, $79 strike price.
And you are above 79.
Let's chart in the game. Okay. Well,
you know, it was looking a little choppy last week. I think you picked Walmart again for this week, right?
Yeah, I'll have to double check, but I would believe that it's selected. Okay. Ticker LUV. That's Southwest, I think. I always get that
Southwest.
LUV, $11 in premium earned, $30 sold strike. Bullish. Trying to stay above it. Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Finish right above.
These
aren't grand slams here, but you're not going to win.
Hey, look, this was a little choppy here too. Oh no, that's over the year. 5 days. Also not necessarily going my direction, but we just stayed above.
Well, that's one of the beauties of selling options is you could be wrong a little bit and still win. Perfect example right here.
It's nice to be a little bit wrong and still win. You're absolutely right. Speaking about still winning, let's look at this last one here and see how I performed. Ticker MRK, bearish, $19 in premium, $112. Trying to stay below 112 for the victory.
There it is. Dylan pulls it off.
If we want to pull up my screen here, here I'll pop it up here. We can see that I went 3 for 3.
Well done. So what's that put your record at now?
If we look at the actual, if we look at the actual tweet after week 3, I am 2-1. Now, one of my victories came from a rocks, paper, scissors. We could say there's an asterisk there, but we're all going to have victories via tiebreakers, I think. So I'm 2-1. You're 1-2. Thomas is 0 for 3.
Dang, Thomas.
Yeah, it's a shame. But I am so hot as of late. It's ridiculous. I honestly, like, every week I do this, I get more and more in the mindset of if I'm making the pick on the contest, I have to take the trade. I mean, because I'm leaving money on the table. I'm only, I didn't trade LUV or MRK this week. I did Walmart. In fact, I think, if we look at my portfolio here, which is on the up and up, as we can see.
Look at that. Wow, you're choppy there.
I'm choppy. I'm choppy because I was just trend spread here for 1 or 2 of these weeks. Didn't have the time to adjust my portfolio. I'm gonna blame my baby for that, not the business. So yeah, I've been rocking Walmart. Bank of America, I think they report earnings this week, maybe the 16th or 17th or something, but I'm rocking through it. I didn't mean to jump right into this. We can touch on other stuff unless, what do you think? I mean, I can pull that. What do you think?
No, great competition. You didn't post the picks
I don't
for
have
this week,
I don't have
right?
it posted, but I have the picks.
And we'll wait till it's posted. Follow us on Twitter and you'll see what our picks are for this week.
Yep.
Or tune in Friday, 11:55 a.m. Eastern, or tune in next Monday and you'll see who the winner is for this week at 8:30 a.m. Eastern again.
Perfect. Hopefully it's me again, but I don't want to run away with it too early, or
we need to get Thomas in the win column.
Yeah. Well, he was messing around. He was like, remember he was multitasking while making his picks?
We were talking about our McDonald's orders.
He was getting a little cocky.
Well, he was picking. By the way, I got McDonald's on Friday.
I think we all ended up getting.
We talked ourselves into getting McDonald's.
Yeah.
All of us separately.
But
we got McDonald's.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Okay.
All right. So let's talk about
zero
DT for a minute, and then Dylan, we can go over your portfolio.
I like that.
Awesome. So we've been announcing this, and we have announced it, and we've been live for a couple of weeks now with a new white label partner of ours, Max Options Trades. I will share a screenshot. Well, this is actually an actual screen of Max's account trading his 0 DTE strategy, which is specific to SPX. Now, 0 DT is probably one of the hottest topics as it relates to options trading right now. And it just so happened that we've been working with Max over the past couple of months to develop this incredible strategy. Some statistics on this strategy. It's obviously 0 DT, so it could day trade. It does day trade. There are different toggles to where you could turn the take profit on, turn it off. There's a stop loss built in. There's great risk management built into the overall strategy itself. But get this, over the last year, 90% win rate. And I mean, you could just see the equity curve here. It's just going up and up and up. The profit is 35,000, almost 36,000 over the course of the last year, actually a little over a year now, that Max has been trading this strategy. And he didn't start with the 35K that he's trading with now. He started with just 10K. So he's doubled his account a couple of times now by this point. So it's a 90% win rate, average of, it's average over a 300% annual return. And you can see, of course, the equity curve right here. I mean, that looks like a hedge fund curve right there. It's a pretty incredible to see those kind of results. And I can say personally, from trading with this strategy, I mean, Dylan, we went on a win streak from, I think, September 16th through last week, where the bot just didn't lose. So there is some secret sauce behind the strategy. All you need to know is you need margin, of course, trade spreads. It could day trade, so having 25K in your account is great, although you can keep an eye on your pattern day trades or your day trades, so that way you don't break the pattern day trading rule, and turn the bot off when you can't afford the day trades. And you can just take a couple of trades a week. But I'm a huge fan of this strategy. And Dylan, we were even talking about it internally. We're like, why are we not just going all in on this bot right now?
Yeah, the strategy is pretty unbelievable. Again, Max has been trading this strategy manually for years. After we got, started building a relationship with him, it became very obvious that this strategy needed to be automated once we figured out that it had the ability to, following some rigor logic. Again, there's definitely some secret sauce built in here, but when you go and set it up, Ben, if you want, you can show them, how simple it is to get it set up. All you would need to do is click add new stock. Here, I'll get us out of the way here. Click add new stock, select your 0DTE SPX bot. There you go. No stock, beautiful thing. No stock selection. It's trading SPX. You don't have to pick stocks. You don't have to think about that. It's cash settled. So you can see that there is a $10 spread here. Let me get rid of that banner. There's a $10 spread here. So that's why the budget for one spread is $1,000. If you switch it to the $5 spread, it'll be $500. And there's a take profit at 5 cents. Once your contract reaches 5 cents in value, it will stop out. This is a day trading bot. So if you have under 25K that you're trading with, just know that the bot will avoid making any day trades for you if you're out of trades. If you're out of the PD, if you're coming up on that third or fourth trade in that 5-day rolling period, it will not trade for you. I don't know if there's anything else worth adding, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, like we showed, there's different toggles that are available between take profit, $5 wide, $10 wide. You might be thinking, what's the best way to go here, right? And of course, not financial advice. I'm trading the $10 wide with take profit on. I do have an over 25K account, so I can day trade. Max is doing the same with his. We've got plenty of people that are trading the 5 wide. I will say, when you're trading the 5 wide, you might want to turn that take profit off, because you're essentially giving back 5 cents when you're taking profit, and the credits on the 5 wides aren't always so high. Sometimes the credit is only $5 or $10. So you don't want to be given half of that back. But of course, up to you finally what you want to do with your trades. I personally like the $10 wide because you keep the same risk profile as the $5 wide and you collect more premium. You need $2,000 in your account anyway to trade with margin, so you could afford both the 10 wide and the 5 wide. That's my personal preference. There's pros and cons to each. I'd say there's more pros to the $10 wide than the $5 wide. But I know, like Thomas, he's trading the $10 wide with take profit off, so he just lets those contracts expire each day. And he's not, and you do that too, Dylan. That's right. Forgot. So you guys are just collecting the full premium, letting the contracts expire worthless, where, I'm the knucklehead that's paying $5 back for each spread that I've got to close it out.
Yeah, it's not when people, again, not financial advice. But when people ask, or like, well, what's better here? Can't tell you what's better, but if you're going to have the take profit on, you're going to have a higher win rate. If you have the take profit off, you're likely going to have a lower win rate, but your wins are going to be bigger. Again, you're not leaving that $5 per spread on the table there. So up to you and your portfolio as to how you want to make that work.
I would even argue to say the win rate won't really change that much.
Fair.
There will be very few instances where you'll be in a position that the bot took profit and that subset of traders won, and then the traders that didn't take profit lost.
That's true. Not likely. And I guess what's also just important to know, again, built-in take profits and stop losses. Really, if you want to run one spread, you need $1,000 to do so, to place the trade, but you're only risking $100 because of a built-in stop loss, and you're earning, on average, call it $20 to $25 per contract, okay, or per spread. So 90% win rate, risking 100 to earn 20 to 25. You can do the math. This is an absolutely awesome strategy, and it's been hot. It's been live for under 2 weeks. More subscribers than we've ever had in a 2-week period jump on this strategy alone. So we're very excited about that. Go to max.peakbot.com. Just $49 a month. This is a separate subscription. This is not a PeakBot strategy. It's not a PeakBot We're just the technology behind the strategy. So go to max.peakbot.com, check it out, get on top of it. And Tradeer is the best place to do it. Tradeer Pro, $10 a month. Because this strategy will rack up the fees, right? This strategy will it's trading every day.
Yep.
You're entering multiple spreads. You're taking profit. You're stopping out. So
you actually want to be on Tradeer Pro Plus for this.
Pro Plus, you're absolutely right. 35. I don't have that banner up. We talked about this yesterday.
Let me
Pro Plus. You can pull it up.
Let me get the details on screen here. I'll get that in a second.
So Tradeer Pro is $10 a month, and you have your commission-free options trading. However, SPX still has its own fees associated with it outside of the general equity options. So what you'll see is Tradeer Pro Plus is $35 a month as opposed to the $10. But your SPX fees, Ben, you want to throw it up? Okay, perfect. Maybe zoom in just a little bit. So as you can see, on Tradeer Pro, you're paying $10 a month, but we're looking at this index options line, at least for this 0DTE SPX strategy. So index options, you're either paying 35 per or 10 cents per, and they switch the monthly fee. So if you're doing the math, if you're going to automate more than 100 contracts in a month on the 0DTE SPX bot with Max,
which sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot.
Not. You could do if you have one spread active, technically, Ben, you can have 8 between entries and exits, 8 contracts being moved in one day.
Yep. In one day.
If you do the math on that, I mean, yeah, if you're running multiple spreads on this every day, you're gonna hit 100 You're gonna hit 100 contracts in a month pretty easily. So again, 35 a month might just sound like another subscription to worry about, but it's not, because you're saving in fees immediately. So Tradeer Pro is fantastic. Tradeer Pro Plus, if you're doing more than 100 contracts a month on SPX, no brainer. Thank you for reminding me of that. Okay, fantastic. So max.peakbot.com, check it out. $49 a month, premium strategy. Look, if this thing does what we expect it to do, or even half of what
Dylan's going to retire.
Well, I'm not. I'm going to have a hard time not being irresponsible.
Talk about not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. All right. So what else? Unless do we want to, maybe I can take a look at my portfolio, go over some stuff there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's look at the SPY. All right. So I'm going to pull up my screen, Ben. I'm going to do some SPY analysis. I certainly want you to chip in. Okay. So let me know if we can see my screen here. Yes. Okay. So a couple things. Banks are closed today. Markets open. Okay. First off, as we can see here, this is my Tradeer portfolio. I have some iron condors, my good to close limit orders at 5 cents already open for both my Qs and SPYs. You can see them down here expiring today. In fact, let's just take a quick look and see if we're profitable on these or not. My Qs looking profitable, which is good. 493, and I was 493.36. I was trying to stay in between 491 and 496. So that is beautiful right now. And my SPY position also looks profitable. I was trying to stay between 577 and 582. We're at 579.58. Those are two beautiful iron condor trades right there. As for now, we have, today to mess that up. Hopefully not. But that's that. We can see Etsy. This was on my trend spread bot. Okay. 49.69. I was just trying to stay below 52. That expires this Friday. Profitable right now. So all my positions right now are profitable. I have to say, I got to get Walmart reactivated here. I truthfully was expecting to see a trade here. I'll take a closer look on the back end offline here. But here's what I want to do. I want to continue to rock with my two.
Well, Walmart would enter today, right, Dylan?
Walmart would enter today. You're right. It expired, out of the money. Bank of America will do the same thing. I'm getting confused with trend spread. Thank you. All right. So let's look at the SPY first of all. Let's see. We took a peek at this on Friday, but I'd like to just maybe take another quick look. So if we look at the last 5 days on SPY, we can see a nice bullish week. We're kind of starting to maybe trade in a channel here somewhere between 578 and 580. But if we look at the technical analysis, 1 week, not a single sell signal. 1 month, there's 2. And then let's zoom out here just a little bit. We can kind of take a look at maybe some of the trends. Ben, when we were looking at this on Friday, we were kind of looking at these two, rises and falls here. What are your thoughts going into next week? Obviously, from a technical analysis standpoint, it's looking pretty bullish, but how do you feel?
We've got higher highs and higher lows since August, right? I mean, we saw August 1st, that was the low there. And then we bumped up through the middle of August, pulled back for the beginning of September, bumped up through September, small pullback at the beginning of August. Now we're bumping up again. So we're definitely forming higher highs and higher lows, which is typically a bullish pattern, bullish indicator here. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see that bullish trend continue. We've also formed all-time highs last week, right?
Yep.
So the market's definitely on its way up. Again, you don't necessarily want to fight the trend. I personally get a little skeptical when things get a little hot. I'm not saying that the market's too hot right now. I think that it's a really good period of time to be trading the wheel, honestly. Because even if you do get assigned, I don't think there's going to be too much of a pullback, at least for the next couple of weeks before the election. After the election, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, don't come asking us. Okay, excellent. I'm happy to hear that. I feel the same way, but only because you feel that way. No. So if we take a look at Walmart again, for me in my wheel portfolio, I want to have stocks that I can afford. The wheel's relatively capital intensive due to the fact that you got to be ready to buy 100 shares of the stock at your strike price. So I have about $7,900. At least that was a strike from last week, 79, available in cash in case I got to buy these. I've been finishing out of the money. Since I've been running Walmart on the wheel, I think it's been about a month. I've not been assigned, which is great. So 100% win rate on that in the last month or so. I'm just going to look at the technical analysis here quickly. Just to see how things are doing over here. So for the week, we have 4 sell, 7 neutral, 15 buy. Similar for 1 month. I just want to look at the chart from the last 5 days. Again, we kind of looked at this earlier, but I still feel very good about this stock. I'm going to keep rocking here. Now, Bank of America reports earnings. I can pull up specifically what day if we look at the watch list here. Let me just see if it's on the trend spread watch list. Yeah, so Bank of America reporting earnings tomorrow, 10:15. So we can see it's going to be paying a nicer premium than usual. It's all red down here because they're reporting earnings, but it's moderate risk as opposed to where it's normally low. So if we take a look, it's a $2 spread paying $29 in premium. This strike price is 41, trying to stay above 41. I think I still feel good about it. This is hard to look at here, obviously. I mean, Ben, what was this on the 10th? I don't know if you
had to be, actually, I have no idea what it was on the 10th.
Not earnings.
Earnings are next week.
Earnings tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So I have no idea what's going on here. But again, these are two stocks I feel very good about long term. It meets my capital requirements as far as utilizing, 60 to 70% of my portfolio cash. So I'm going to keep rocking there. Okay. Now, trend spread, I was very bearish on Etsy, which was one of our picks. I think you or Thomas had Etsy bearish on the picks last week. I took it. I took 2 spreads. Right now, that's out of the money, looking good. Let's see if I want to roll with this again. So, I mean, very bearish chart over the last year, very bearish over the last 5 days. Let me just look at the technical analysis here. Still not a single buy signal for Etsy over the course of a week or a month. Ben, what's going on? I haven't looked at any news here, but this stock is not doing very well. So I'm absolutely going to keep rolling on Etsy this week. I have more cash to allocate toward trend spread, which I do plan on doing. The market, when it opens in 30 minutes, I'm going to have updated data on our watch list, since our watch list update every 5 minutes. So I'll go in and take a closer look at some things there. And then Iron Condor, again, these have been good to me. Ben, what are your personal thoughts? Are you running our traditional 1DTE Condor anywhere in your portfolio?
I am, yeah. Yeah, it's been doing pretty well. The Condor is, I think over the last 2 weeks, it's lost like three times or so. But the beauty about our Iron Condor, at least the 1DT Iron Condor, is the wins are about the size of the losses, right? A little less, right? You need about 2 wins to cover a loss. But the win rate makes up for it of about 70%. So those numbers aren't completely accurate, but yeah, I'm definitely seeing some gains over the last couple of weeks, running the 1DT Iron Condor.
Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. I just wanted your opinion because, for us, at least for me, I won't say for us, for me, if there's crazy volatility, like election in a month or whatever, I'm probably going to be turning the Iron Condors off just because.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Not sure what's going to happen. The market's likely going to go very far in one direction or the other. I don't want to be betting on neutrality, if that's the right word. So again, if we take a look at this Tradier account, I'm at 17.5. All right. So I still have some cash to allocate here. We'll call it 12K here. So now we're at, like, with trend spread and Iron Condor, we're at about 13.8, 14K. So I still have about $3,000 more than that I can allocate toward automation this week. I do always like to keep some cash just available, but not much. If you're gonna have cash in a trading account, in my opinion, put it to work, right? There are weeks where, if you're really not sure about what's going on, trim it back a little bit, but don't be bringing cash in a trading account and just letting it sit there like it would in a savings account. Put it to work. At least that's my approach. So again, I have about $3,000 to figure out what to do with it. I don't think I'm going to find a quality stock for the wheel under 3K. So I'm going to keep rocking with these. I will likely go and look for a handful more on trend spread this week on the bullish side. Since things are looking so good, I'll likely add a couple more bulls and keep Etsy as my bear. And then maybe I increase these at some point this week if the first few days are going well, just to utilize some more cash. But that's my portfolio. Again, as we can see, if we look at my trade log, we can go and track my premium earned versus premium paid on each of these spreads. We can just keep going back and looking at everything here. So a bit of a roller coaster ride for me in the last month, but right now things are looking up, and I'm going to continue to follow my rules, which Ben and I are coaching on. As we, not financial advice, just coaching, mentorship to show you best practices for how you should go about setting up your model portfolio based on your risk tolerance, your position on the market, direction as a whole, and we're going to be getting into that, as well as how active or passive do you want to be here as an investor or a trader. If you really want to set it and forget it, you might want to find yourself more stock bullish, low volatility stocks on the wheel, versus if you are a gambling man, maybe you are a bit more active on trend spread. But anyway, Ben,
Make that sound bad. It's not that bad.
Well, no, it's just, look, the trend spread bot requires the most attention of our three strategies. In my opinion, I don't love seeing people trading trend spread if they're not looking at it for 3 months at a time.
There.
You know, you got to be, in my opinion, I'm looking at trend spread every week, every other week. But anyway, what did I miss, or what do we do?
I think we're good.
We're done.
We got 25 minutes to the bell.
I think we're done. Let's give people some time. Check out our socials. I'll be posting our picks for this week. Hopefully we can get Thomas on the leaderboard. I don't want him getting, depressed or anything. We need him.
Maybe you and I need to throw a week.
Let's give him a little something to look forward to. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Over 530 viewers this morning, mostly coming from Twitter as always. So appreciate everybody tuning in. If you're not automating, I don't know what you're doing. Not saying you can't keep trading manually, but you should be letting PeakBot operate for you in the background. And if you have any questions, text us on the number on screen, 973-888-1166. And you can also schedule your personal demo one-on-one with me, Ben, or Thomas. It's going to be one of us. And we'll be here to help you get set up, answer any questions you might have, and get comfortable with a stock trader in your pocket. So, Ben, thank you so much for the show this morning and for not going 3 for 3 on your picks. And we will see everybody Friday at 11:55 a.m. Eastern. Thomas will be joining us. If you want Thomas to have a headshot on that show, the only way Thomas is getting here's what we're gonna do. The only way Thomas gets a headshot on Friday's show is if I think we say what? A couple people got to text us. I think if five people
have to text us.
If 5 people text us and say, get Thomas a headshot for Friday's show, we will do so. Until then, we're holding out. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you on Friday. And as always, see you at the peak. Take care.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.